Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions. And today we're doing Tim Henson doing an unplugged version of Neurotica. It's a playthrough. He's using his signature Ibanez nylon string, and I pretty much have done every song off the new record, which I'm going to look at what it's called again because I forgot. Remember That You Will Die. And I've gone back to do a few more of these playthroughs. The last one that I did was Tim doing Playing God. I did that a week or so ago. And so I thought I'd kind of retrace my steps a little bit and check out what it's like to hear just Tim playing it, the song Neurotica. And with Playing God, I was kind of, it even sticks out more, the incredible playing that he does on that song, again with Scotty and the rest of the band, but it just kind of pops out more when you get to see someone in person without as much of the drums and the bass and all of that stuff kind of in the forefront. It's a little more in the back because it looks like he's just sitting at his studio desk playing along. So I love it, and I hope you do as well. So here we go. Tim doing the playthrough, a unplugged version of Neurotica off their newest record. So here we go. So I was just going to ask quickly, maybe I'll back that up a little bit too. It looks like, is he getting the sound of the acoustic through his AirPods? And I know that's how he's listening to the tracks probably. But it has that really mid-rangey, tinty sound that most kind of nylon string kind of acoustic electrics have. But seems just a little more, not as clear as the version of Playing God I just did. So anyway, if you think you know, that'd be great, because it does say unplugged. The Playing God, I don't think said unplugged. So, and I still couldn't figure out if he was actually plugged in or not. So just a small, minor thing. Very Zappa-esque. So I was going to say that obviously that mix is pretty up front, and it's actually off the record. And I did realize that obviously none of the guitars are actually in there. There's that melody line that I'm not sure how that was performed, whether it was on guitar or something else that's underneath all of this. But yeah, it's kind of neat to just hear him playing the guitar part. Like I said, with Playing God, it was kind of, everything really popped out for me a little bit more. That's the sample part. have to say, I've said this before with Polyphia and Tim's playing. I would love to hear him tackle like Frank Zappa's record, Jazz from Hell. That was all basically, there's one piece that there's a guitar solo and a band on, but all the other compositions were all generated by a sampler that he had basically plugged in all the note values. This is a long time ago, before you could do it with Sibelius or Finale, and anybody could do it. And basically, it was a machine that had to be programmed, a sampler slash computer, and pretty complicated. But what I'm getting at is some of these rhythm kind of phrases that he's doing, rhythmic phrases that are like that line, sound a lot like it to me for some reason. And I don't know if I've heard that in other people's music in the same way. So anyway, do yourself a favor, check out Jazz from Hell by Frank Zappa. So. Cool as ever. Wow. Tabs. Wow. I should get that if I want to drive myself crazy. There we have it. Tim Henson doing an unplugged version of Neurotica. And I would even venture to say Frank Zappa, if he were around today, hearing that, I think he would approve. I'd love to hear some agreement or counter agreement to that, but I think he would really find their approach super unique and original and rhythmically complex. And obviously, when you have Clay as the drummer, I mean, he's just one of the best. I mean, he's a drummer that Zappa would love, I'm sure. So, anyway, there we have it. Cool song. I love it even better doing these playthroughs where Tim just does the guitar parts himself with the backing track, and you really get to see how it's done. You hear it better to some degree, and it doesn't make it any more fathomable what he's doing, but I love doing it. So anyway, I'm Brian. Have a great day. Please come back for more. Thanks.